hello?
Hi, Bethany.
Hey, Mr. Mann. Where are you? It's about
I'm
time.
home. No, I'm going to be late.
Oh. Well, do you need to reschedule for today? I can come in another day.
I'll be there. I just don't know when. I lost my phone. I
your
searched
phone?
everywhere. I don't know where else to look.
Well, try to retrace your steps. That's what I always try to do.
I did that. I tried to think of where I was.
Did you try your car? I always leave my phone in my car.
Yes, I looked in my car. I looked in the trunk in case I dropped it in there because I've done that before.
Okay.
And then I remember I went out and got a bear claw this morning.
Okay.
So I even drove down to the donut place and said, "Hey, have you found a phone?" And they're like, "No." And so, like, I don't know where else to go. I don't know who else to ask.
Oh man. Okay, let's see. Well, one time I put my phone in the refrigerator once.
That's really stupid.
Well, I don't know. It could be anywhere, I guess. Let's see. Did you leave it in a coat pocket and you just took off the coat?
No, I don't wear coats. They make me feel all sweaty inside.
Okay.
Even though I'm not sweating on the outside, it feels like I'm sweating on the inside. And it just makes me uncomfortable. And then all I can picture is like all the sweat dripping off my organs and muscles and stuff. And I just feel really gross. And then I'm like, how do I shower?
Calm down.
And
It's
wash it off when
okay.
it's on the inside?
It's okay. Well, hey, Mr. Mann, it's okay. We're gonna find it. Well, who are you with right now? Are you with your neighbor or something?
I'm by myself.
You're by yourself?
Yes, I'm at home. I'm looking for my phone. I already told you that.
Whose phone are you talking on right now?
What do you mean?
Whose phone do you have right now?
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
You're listening to the Josh Mann Podcast, featuring director extraordinaire Josh Mann. Welcome, listeners, once again to the Josh Mann Podcast. I am director extraordinaire Josh Mann.
And I'm producer Bethany Shiplap.
And today we're going to talk about something that most filmmakers probably already know about, but we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty on how to create an effective logline.
Ooh, I don't really know what this is. I think I've heard of it, but...
So, essentially what a logline is, it's you're telling your entire story for your movie in a very condensed fashion, where it's just like a sentence or two. Yeah.
Oh, so like kind of on the back of the DVD case, that little description. Is it like
something like that? It's so like if you're trying to sell your film to producers or something like that, you can go in, they're going to say, "What's your movie about?" And boom, you just rattle off your log line.
Cool.
And they have a good understanding of what your film is about.
Cool. Okay.
So this should be very useful to you. To start with, I thought I would read a couple of log lines that I found online. And these are log lines from relatively famous movies. Bethany, I'll let you see if you can guess what they are.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I feel like both of these are done kind of poorly, and I'm going to try to enhance them so that you can see what it is required for a good logline. Sound good?
Okay. Are they going to be hard? If they're not very good, I don't know.
I mean, you might have a little difficulty with them, but we'll see. Okay. So the first one is this. A small fish ventures into the open sea despite his father's constant warnings, where he is abducted by a fishing net and sent to life in a dentist's office fish tank.
Okay, that one's pretty easy.
Yep,
I got that
easy.
one. Finding Nemo.
That one is The Little Mermaid.
Oh, what? That sounds exactly like Finding Nemo. Is that... that was The Little Mermaid. Wow. If that is the right logline, that is
I'm pretty sure it
done,
could be used for either one.
Oh,
so
okay.
The small fish, Little Mermaid, right?
Oh, well,
so
I don't know.
So see, it wasn't very clear. That wasn't a very good log line. It's kind of confusing. So that again, it's these are poor examples that I am going to enhance. Okay, the second one is this: a lion cub and future king searches for his identity. His penchant for testing boundaries sometimes gets him in trouble.
Okay, that one's definitely The Lion King, right? Right? That's one of your favorite movies. You'd know.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, that makes sense. I couldn't really figure it out myself, but Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's probably right.
Okay, but I think I get a better idea of what a log line is, so this is cool.
Now, here's the problem. So, a small fish ventures into the open sea. What if the person you're pitching this idea to doesn't like fish or is afraid of the ocean?
Man,
so, by pitching an idea so specific, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So, what I suggest you do is to be a little more obsequient. I think that's the word. And which means don't be so detailed.
Oh, like don't be so
obsequient.
Be more vague, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what obsequient is, but
so maybe instead of saying a small fish ventures into the open sea, you might say a small creature ventures into a space or a place.
Well, that doesn't sound super good.
But if you're interested, say you're interested in unicorns.
Okay.
And I say a small creature ventures into a place. You're going to picture a unicorn in your head, and you're going to be like, "This is a great story."
And I might want to ask more, like, what is the creature? What's the space? So, is that the point of the log line to make you ask more?
No, it's to sell your movie.
Oh.
And so if you're trying to explain something that they don't like, they're gonna be like, I don't want to make a movie about a fish. I want to make a movie about a bear. So when you say a small creature or a small animal, they're gonna say, oh, that could be a small bear.
Yeah, I guess.
And I like bear movies.
Really thinking about bears all the time, I might think that way. But I guess, wouldn't you want to give more details so that you're
not listening to anything I'm saying. I'm saying if you give too much detail, they don't like it because then it's not what they want to make. So what you want to do is make them think you're making a movie that they want to make when really you're making a movie that you want to make.
This kind of reminds me of when we were talking about looking
or when you
for
say
money.
a lion cub and future king, you could say a baby animal who is going to be important someday searches for his identity.
Okay, yeah.
See? And then they're like, oh, baby animal. What if it's a little cow? I love cows. And then you're like, ooh, the cow's going to be important someday. What if the cow becomes president? And then suddenly, you can make a whole different movie than the one you think you're going to make.
Wow, it's almost deceiving, the log line.
But it's exciting because then it's like, wow, it can be anything you want it to be.
I don't know. It's just if you're going to pitch this log line
so that's essentially what log lines are, ladies and gentlemen. Detail. It's just like an idea stripped of all detail so that it's incredibly obsequient and clairvoyant. So a man goes somewhere and gets in trouble. That could be a great film, and it could be all kinds of things.
I can't even think of a.
Or if you don't like men, you could just say a person.
Okay, yeah. Keep it even more obliquient, huh?
Obliquient?
Oh,
I think you just made up a word. So anyway, that is my suggestions on how to write an effective logline so that when you go to prospective producers, they can kind of see their own vision in your film.
Wow.
Which is exactly what you're wanting them to do.
Wow. Today's episode is sponsored by R2K Edge-Z. R2K Edge-Z is a self-proclaimed DJ and SoundCloud rapper. R2K has a message for those in the Springfield area. Yo, 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 playas. I'ma catch you this Friday night at the Naked Pony at 3:30 o'clock. That's right, 3:30. It's gonna be tight. Get your tickets at the door and snap a pic with your guy, R2K Edge-Z. Well, thank you, R2K Edge-Z, for sponsoring the Josh Mann podcast.
As usual, we want to thank our sponsors for sponsoring the Josh Mann podcast. And if you would like to sponsor, Bethany, tell our listeners how they can do so.
Well, you can call us. Our number is 347-766-5225. Or you can message us on Facebook or leave a comment on our YouTube channel. Or if you want to leave a longer message, you can send us an email at joshmangenius@gmail.com.
And that one's really easy to remember because my name is Josh Mann and I am a genius. So it's just Josh Mann Genius, not Josh Mann the Genius, which is what you would assume because I am the genius. It's just Josh Mann Genius. So make sure you don't get it confused because it's just joshmangenius@gmail.com and not Josh Mann the Genius, which is what many people might think it should be because it sounds like it makes more sense if you put a the in there. But I don't put a the in there. For some reason, when we were setting up this email account, I decided not to put a the, and it's just Josh Mann Genius. I think Bethany suggested that. But now that I'm talking about it, I may want to revisit that and maybe add a the. But for now, it's just joshmangenius@gmail.com. Okay, so hopefully you have a better idea of how to write a logline for your film, and you have better luck with that moving forward.
You know, I found it really informational because I didn't even know what a log line was. And, you know, I was kind of curious, too, if you would do a log line for a podcast. Like, do people do log lines for podcasts?
I mean, yeah, they do.
What would one sound like for ours?
So I would probably say something like a really, really smart person talks about things with a dummy. You've been listening to the Josh Mann Podcast, featuring director extraordinaire Josh Mann.